Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Undressing the Beef. I'm your host, Carlos.
And I'm your co-host, Vanessa.
And today, I don't know what to talk about.
By the way, I'm going to try to look at the camera, but I'm also, not used to...
I think just talk to me. And yeah.
I know, but last time we had the cameras right in front of us, so that's why you were able to see us, but... Now we've tried something different.
Yeah, we're still experimenting on how things are.
So if you liked us, let us know.
Yeah, let us know which camera angle you like better.
Well, I do want to bring something up, kind of just to summarize what happened recently. Johnny Depp won.
Yeah, we got to clap it up.
Oops, my bad.
That was terrible. He won, what was it, 15 million?
Yeah, and she owes him No. He has to pay her $5 million.
Two? Yeah, two.
Oh. Apparently, she's at -$3 million.
I don't know if that's real.
But I don't know. You know, people on TikTok, Instagram be making stuff up. But
yeah, I mean, her lawyer came out saying that she didn't have the money to pay him.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see what happens. Anyways, but he won.
Do you honestly believe that her career is over?
It just depends. Okay, because this is the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that she's a painter.
Okay.
So she could just, paint and sell. Because who wouldn't want a painting from Amber Heard? People just want that because it's hyped.
I mean...
She could sell it.
I guess.
She could also start...
I wouldn't want to buy a painting from somebody that,
Yeah, but people do. Rich people do. Rich people just buy paintings.
You're right.
They got the money.
I'm low class.
Also, she could also do OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure everybody wouldn't mind paying for that. And get a couple $1 million a month.
I mean, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if her career's over. It depends how she comes with it.
Well, there's already a whole bunch of memes about her unsuccessfully, unsuccessfully winning.
Yeah, you make no sense.
Yeah.
But
sorry, delete this.
No, I'm keeping that in. There's I don't know. I mean, she's an Aquaman too.
Yo, but I saw something about that where they're gonna kill off her character. Maybe. I saw it somewhere. I forgot where. They were after officially now that the trial's done. An article came about the whole backlash of her still being an Aquaman too. Now they're thinking of killing her character. They're not sure how they're gonna do it, but
I don't know.
Let's see how that goes.
But yeah, he won.
Congrats to Johnny. Hopefully,
I don't think
something good comes about.
I don't think he cares about the money. I think he just clears his name.
Yeah, that's literally all he wanted.
The truth one. That was it.
Yeah, that's why he wanted to have the trial done at wherever they did it, because they allow for it to be recorded.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
no, I'm letting you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
They wanted it to be televised and where people.
Yeah, because I think he wants to clear his name.
Yeah.
But hey.
And you had those supporters that every single day, the trial would happen, or if it was live, they would always update people that don't have the time to view the trial.
Yeah.
And then be this is what happens, kind of summarizing what happened in the trial. So, and obviously if you're viewing something that's live, you can't edit that. Whatever happens.
Yeah.
So they saw her reactions. They saw what she was saying, the way she was saying things,
Yeah.
But it's done now. I felt like that took forever.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we never really know how long.
Yeah.
This is the first time. Personally, this is the first time I've ever witnessed a trial, followed a trial like that. Cause I don't know how long the O.J. Simpson trial lasted. Probably lasted longer.
It lasted a while. Again, I'm not sure how long, but
I was saying it's the first time that we have experienced it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he won. Good. The truth came out. Good.
Did you see how her post at the end after she said she's saddened that as an American she doesn't have the freedom of speech?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
like, you're done. Like, you already lost. Just take that L, walk. Better for you to take the L and just walk.
Yeah.
Because she came out like, she kind of like just tried to play the victim still.
I hate the fact that she said like, oh, this is gonna deteriorate like women from going to the police, like, you know, trying to bring the whole Me Too thing. But in my head, I'm like, no. And if anything, it like made it stronger, especially for men who are like intimidated or scared to like bring up anything, like saying like how can they be a domestic violence in a relationship.
It also showed that women can't just go in there when they're false. You know, if they know something's wrong, they're gonna know that there's gonna be repercussions from them lying.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you see the lawyer when she went to a TV station?
Yo, that lawyer should just shut up and like move on.
And she tried to blame like how it was like televised and social media and all that.
Like social media has such a big factor.
Yeah, and then
making a decision.
And then the guy was like, because he's like, I'm an ex-football player, and sometimes when you lose, you try to blame the other team. But then the next day, you kind of just want to wake up and you're like, maybe I should have looked in the mirror.
I don't know if you know the answer to this, but like, correct me if I'm wrong. When you're in, like, we've never been integer Team Daca. We legally can't. But like, I thought you're not supposed to like at all know or pay attention about the news, social media, or anything, because that can influence your decision. Yeah. I thought that's what it was. So what is she trying to say? Like,
I don't know. Really don't know. She seems like a very terrible lawyer.
I don't even know where she got this from.
So I don't know where. She's just like an old school lawyer.
Yeah.
Do you see the one where it's like Johnny Depp? He knew he needed a Latina.
Because they knew that they could investigate.
Yeah. It's just like they're the only ones that can bring up. Oh, they're the perfect ones to bring up the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
But again, congrats to Johnny, and hopefully this does, bring awareness to other men to come out if they need to. Like, they're not going to be alone. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Hopefully he comes out in another movie. Yeah. I want to see him.
I feel like, I don't know. I wanted to kind of wrap up this topic real quick, but I feel like after all that, I would probably want to like take a break from being in the eyes, for a while, like just kind of like hide for a while. You know what I mean?
Did you know that he was taking private planes after the trial, after the court, to go somewhere? No. And because he's in a band.
Oh, really?
So he would go play in a band and then just come back next day. I was like, damn, this guy, he probably had no worries. Like, he knew, like, yo, this is the truth. My lawyer got this. Her lawyers are trash. Yeah. So, yeah, he would go play with his band and come back the next day.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. So I don't think he was, like, so much. I think she needs to stay away from the public eye. Yeah. She's just a terrible person. Another thing that happened, which was sad. Oh. Was the
I think we talked about it in the last podcast because we said that we really couldn't. What?
I don't think we did.
About the shooting?
Did we?
Yeah, saying how like, oh no, we were talking about abortion.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, the sad. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. There was a shooting.
Yeah. There's actually been
there's been ever since there's been like 3 or 4 more.
Yeah.
I'm like, this needs to stop. I have my own conspiracy theory.
Which you shared?
Not now.
Why not?
Because I want to get this out then.
Okay, fine, go.
But back to the this is the first time that a school shooting has hit me this hard. Yeah. And it's for many reasons. A, because our friends have kids. B, they were like, pretty much all of them, I think, except one person, was Spanish. Mm-hmm. C, we know people that are teachers. Yeah. So it was like, maybe that's why it hit me.
A little bit more.
Because I can't even express. we talked about this on a car ride.
Yeah.
And what I told you is like I can't even say that.
We had an off-record podcast
because all I can say was like this. If that was like any of my family, that would have been like my villain. What is it? What do they call your villain?
Your villain moment?
No, yeah. Oh fuck, what is it?
Vigilante moment?
No. This is like your when you like this happens and you turn into like a villain or like a hero. Oh, this is gonna bother me because I had it. Anyways, yeah, because even you were kind of shocked of what I said.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. I was like, damn.
It was dark.
It was dark.
But it was
also, if you haven't heard like our last or like earlier on episodes, I think we did talk about Carlos where he discussed about like his mental health around like the time period of 9/11. So I forgot which episode it is. I think it's like either one of the first 3 if you want to listen to that, if you can get a better understanding. But sometimes the things that Carlos can say, yes, it is very dark, but he never wanted to be like, you know, like he doesn't mean no harm or anything. It comes from like a good heart. But Carlos also is sometimes he's gonna be a little scary with the things that he says.
Keep talking because I need to figure this out. What?
But like I understand, like, you know, mental health does play a big factor in like the way you think, obviously, and with what he experienced during that time frame of 9/11, it really did change him to the point where like he was almost about to like go on meds. And I guess like I'll do a quick recap, but like he never did end up taking those meds, and like he does suffer from like panic attacks here and there, which plays, you know, with what he dealt with when he was younger. But I feel like now, ever since we moved in together and got married, I feel like he's been really good. With the whole, what incident happened that you were like freaking, the war with Ukraine, like that also kind of pushed him to an edge, almost to the same like scenario of him being in the time frame of when 9/11 was happening. He was having like the same thoughts, but luckily you've been good.
Yeah, I think like I've
you've definitely been able to like master your emotions. I know sometimes, like, obviously with just me, you express, sometimes it could be a little too dark.
Yeah.
But like I understand you, like.
Yeah, because like I said, that thing I said, even I was like, okay,
yeah,
this is too much.
And sometimes it's better for you to even just say it out loud than
to hold it in.
Like, God forbid you were to actually do something crazy, which I don't think you would. But
no, I don't think I would, just because I know.
You would, like, the consequences. Yeah, the consequences. Yeah. So obviously you wouldn't want to get to that. It's just more like your mind is just constantly, running.
I know the word.
What?
Of my villain origin story.
Oh my God. Yeah. We're talking about something completely different, and you over here with like, see, this is what I mean. His mind just works different.
Yeah. Also, my headphones died, so this is why I switched headphones. I don't want to think I'm playing games.
Oh, I forgot we're filming this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I feel like I need to see
psychiatrists. Psychiatrists are the ones that give you the meds. A therapist.
I need
someone
that you can I would love to talk to a therapist. Mm-hmm. Just so they could tell me everything that is wrong with me. Because there's a lot mm-hmm. that even I didn't know what I had. Not what I had, but remember when I told you, like, when I was a younger kid, I was like, oh, that definitely fucked me up. Mm-hmm. Even though I didn't see it as a bad way, as a bad thing.
Yeah.
Knowing now, it was like, okay, that definitely fucked me up.
Yeah, played a factor. Yeah.
But yeah, back to the thing. Yeah, I think that's what it was. The fact that they're mostly Spanish kids. We have friends that have kids, and we have teachers. We have friends that are teachers.
Yeah.
That's where I was like, bro, it's so fucked up.
We want to have, like, one of our friends as a guest because she's a teacher. And, like, we want to, like, know what goes through her head. And, in this kind of, like, environment or situation, like, you know?
But, yeah, you guys have probably heard this from other places. Mm-hmm. So we don't want to just keep repeating it.
Right. But we're just kind of quickly giving you
how we felt.
Like we're undressing the beef.
Definitely the first time that's ever hit me like this. Where it was like I felt like I was mad.
And I think another thing that like definitely pissed people off more was the fact that how long it actually took them to even go inside. That's a whole other conversation, but that is literally what pissed people off. And you know the person that shot the shooter wasn't even a cop?
I know. He wasn't even on duty. He was getting a haircut.
Exactly. His wife called, and he just, like, without a doubt took...
His wife sent him a text saying, I love you, there's an active shooter.
Yeah.
And they have a kid in that school.
Yeah.
So he went in. Yeah, like, I like the cops. Or at least I'm always trying to take the sides of the cops.
Yeah, but
not the sides, but I always defend the cops.
They definitely fucked up in this situation.
But when this came, and then someone talked about like, oh, it was the reason why it was a hostage situation. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, bro, how many shots did they hear?
Right.
At that point, there's no hostages anymore.
Exactly. You have to go in.
That's like for me personally. Mm-hmm. If it was like, oh, it's a hostage situation, and you hear so many shots, it's like, okay, A, he's not trying to get in contact with you guys.
Right.
B, there's no reason why, if it's a hostage situation, why there's so many shots going off. Mm-hmm. At that point, it is no longer a hostage situation. And then you find out that they took forever. And then you find out that some kids would have survived, but they bled out.
Yeah.
So if they would have went in at the right time, they could have saved some of those kids.
Yeah, but unfortunately...
The fact that a mom was handcuffed, then they unhandcuffed, or she got out of the handcuffs, and then ran to the school, got one kid, ran to the opposite side of the school to get her other kid, and ran out with both of them, and the cops couldn't go in.
Bro, I'm like getting the chills. I don't
even want to keep going because
I'm getting the chills just talking about it.
Yeah, it's just so wrong.
I do want to quickly like talk about like the shooter's mother, because remember that article that we were reading when we were driving back from PA, how she was saying like, please forgive him. He had his reasons.
Yeah, that mom has issues.
What? That was just like that literally like pisses off. By the way, when we were talking about the situation, I think it was like the perfect time of when we spoke about this, because we had to go to PA for that same day. From us is like a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
And we came back mad late. So we were just like staying up, trying to like stay awake. Carlos is trying to like, you know, finish the drive. So he was actually heated while we were talking.
Is it I had to hold back tears because I cry when I'm angry.
Yeah, me too.
And I was so angry.
Yeah.
And then the mom comes out saying, please forgive me. No, first of all, you should have said, forgive me for being a terrible mother.
Yeah, she was... I think the article said it... Excuse me. The article said that she was abusing drugs, right?
Yeah.
And it caused a lot of friction between her and her son. So therefore, her son ended up living with her mom. Yeah. So, you know, his grandma. And, you know, that's why he lives with his grandma. And, dude, like, oh my God. That's some, like, next twisted shit where you're like, how do you shoot your own grandmother in the face? Like,
well, we get it. Like, the kid is not right.
Yeah,
I know.
Kid wasn't right. He's not right.
Also, like, if your son doesn't live with you, like, you can't even live with your own son. Mm-mm. You can't say, oh, he had his reasons. Like, no, like, his childhood was fucked up.
Yeah.
Because of you.
I don't think anybody or any parent would ever forgive him. So, And I think the line that really pissed me off was the fact that she said, like, he had his reasons. Like, what fucking reason? There is no reason.
What I took from that was she was trying to take the blame, or she didn't want any type of blame for her for being a bad mother. Mm-hmm. So she was trying to put it all on him. Like, forgive him. Like, no, bitch, forgive. You need to ask for forgiveness. Mm-hmm. Like, you were never capable of having a kid. Yeah. Like, raising a kid. Like you fucked up. Mm-hmm. The moment you couldn't live with him, like, come on.
I don't even want to talk about the situation anymore before, like, Carla starts crying on camera.
But my theory, I don't even want to say it because it's kind of political.
I mean, you can go ahead.
I just think it...
Actually, you're not the only person who thinks about that. I've seen it multiple times on TikTok where people are saying this is all a political move of all the shootings that's going on.
Yeah, because...
Because like we mentioned, after this incident in Texas, there has been, like, at least 3 or 4 more on top of that.
Yeah. And for me, it's like... I'm like, okay, Biden's party is Democrats, right? Mm-hmm. For me, I'm like, the Democrats are against
the Republicans?
Guns. Oh. Obviously, they're against the Republicans.
Yeah.
And I personally feel like the Democrats don't give a fuck.
They play a little more dirty.
Way more dirty. They don't care about playing with people's lives. Even if it means people losing lives.
With that conspiracy, do you think... Because you know how, like, when COVID first happened, they were saying, like, this is all a Democrat move?
Yeah, because everything was so, like... Look at now, like, COVID's happening now. Yeah. Nobody cares.
Right, things are kind of...
Like, yeah, people wear masks here and there.
Yeah.
But nobody really cares anymore. It's just the flu at the end of the day. That's how they're acting like.
That's how they're, receiving
it. And they just blew it up. And I think, I personally think it was. Mm-hmm. Like it is now because a lot of... I don't know, I forget what they're doing, but there's elections going on.
Yeah.
And I've seen that a lot of Republicans are winning over. So I'm like, okay, it's such a big coincidence that this happens back to back to back to back to back when they're losing power.
It's secretly.
And I'm not even against guns, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not against guns. I'm not for guns. I'm like,
we're
whatever.
Neutral.
You know? But you can't make it harder for someone to get a gun.
Yeah, the way he got it was so easy.
Bro, I can't get a gun.
Right.
Why can he get a gun? He just turned 18. I can't even get a gun because I'm not a permanent resident, right?
Go ahead.
So make it harder. Everyone's like, oh, it's not that easy. Make it harder for them to get a gun. Make them wait. Mm-hmm. First of all, there's people that you go to their stores and they can racially profile you and they won't even get in trouble. Mm-hmm. I feel like the gun owners can tell. When you look at these shooters' face, you can tell that there's evil in them and there's something wrong with them.
Obviously, like, we don't want to be like, judge a book by its cover, but like in this scenario,
but fucking judge it.
You could, like,
even judge it and just send out for like a deeper background check.
Right. Be like, oh, sorry, you can't get it today.
Yeah, we gotta check. Try to scare them off.
Yeah.
But nobody should be able to buy a gun and buy so many rounds right after they turn 18.
I don't know if you guys, like, came across this tweet or anything, but this shit was just, like, pissed me off. Because it was some lady saying how, like, was the shooter even legal? Like, you were just talking about how, like, it's hard for us to even, obtain a gun.
Well, it's not hard. We can't.
I mean, obviously, if he was able to do it, that means that
he's legal.
Yeah. And then, I mean, thank God people were like, don't even fucking bring up, like, racism into this shit. Like, we're talking about children's life right here. We're not even going to discuss if he's legal or not.
And most of the kids were Spanish. So if it was something about race, like, why would he kill the Spanish
It wasn't
kids?
Like a racial move or anything. But I'm done talking about this.
Yeah, like it's fine. People can have guns. Mm-hmm. Just make it harder. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
So immigrants have to wait like 20 years just to get papers. You can't make them wait a week or two. Mm-hmm. You can't force them to do a background check.
Right.
You're forcing all these jobs to run a proper background check, but you don't force them to do it on a gun.
Yeah.
Like, come on, at least do that.
Yeah. Something definitely needs to be changed, but honestly, in the world that we live in right now, I don't know if it's gonna happen, or if they do try to.
It's just it's so money motivated that.
Yeah.
Because if you go to a gun show, I don't even think you get a background check when you go buy the guns at a gun show.
Oh.
Only like the stores that sell guns require a background check. So it's like, what's an easy way to fix it?
Yeah.
You know, just fucking, if you go to the gun show, just in order to buy a ticket, you gotta get your background checked.
I think, yeah, that would make sense.
Right? And then you can just buy a gun, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just so.
It's all messed up.
It's so divided. It's like, come on, like.
All messed up. May God be looking over those families, because.
Yeah, I can't even.
It's been like, what, 2 weeks now, but I know it's.
More.
Well, either way, it's still fresh for them, and can't imagine like the depression that some of these kids, spouses even, might get into, or even parents. Like, they might even split up. This will be a cause for like parents to divorce.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very hard time
a child for them.
And bro, you can't even send your kid to school and feel safe.
Yeah.
Like,
I was watching the news and they were saying how like they're not gonna reopen the school. The kids are more they're gonna go to like different other schools, like disperse them out.
Yeah.
Obviously to do like make sure.
But still, like, as a parent, like,
dude,
if you have multiple kids, like, how safe do you feel sending them to another school?
Yeah. There was a couple of TikToks that I saw of like this mom. She lives in Texas now, too, and she was like saying like, oh, this morning when I was making my son's lunch, I was feeling very uneasy doing everything, and people in the comments were like, how the hell are you sending your kid right now after what happened? And she was just like, they literally have this 1 week left. They were like like the teachers and, you know, the school board was encouraging everybody else to go to school. They literally just had that 1 week and then they were going to be off for spring. And I get that, like, you know, you want to like push it, but I don't know if I would have been able to send my kid off. Like, I would have been like, okay, fuck that 1 week. You're staying home.
No, when we had when I was in school, there was a lot of bomb threats.
Yeah.
And my parents, if it would happen like on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and they brought us home, my parents would be like, nah. They wouldn't mind if we didn't go for the rest of the week and then go back on Monday. Because it's hard. Mm-hmm. You know? How do you send your kid knowing that it's not safe?
I just feel like I wouldn't. First of all, I'm also a very, like, paranoid person. Like, I hate that, like, I enjoy crime shows and everything like that, but then yes, it does sometimes trigger when I'm like outside. I try not to like overthink things, like especially for us women being alone, they're always telling us to be careful and stuff like that. So that's me overall. Like even with our dog, like I'm overprotective about her too, so I can only imagine how would I be if that was to happen. I don't know, like I feel like,
bro, I know that's one thing that would just change my life. Yeah. Whether it's for the better or worse, which is probably worse, but that would change me.
Would you ever, well, we don't have kids, but would you ever consider like homeschool for them?
I would, but I mean,
I feel like if they were going to do me, because I'm not working no more.
But you're dumb.
Wow.
Bro, who's going to teach them math?
Oh, Keishla. I'm taking her everywhere with me.
Anyways, you're dumb.
I feel like if we were to do a homeschool, then I would definitely make sure like they are able to do like an activity, like join like a soccer club or, you know, any sports club, like, you know how like they have the community centers things, like, so that way he still has friends or whatever, or it can make friends. That's something that I would do.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do. It depends how times are. I mean, It's not that hard to make a school safer. And then you've seen the ones where it's like, oh, teachers need to like get they should like
be trained to like handle
no, like what
weapons.
The fuck?
Right, no, they went for school to teach, not to freaking handle guns, how to protect. I mean,
and okay, maybe they could be like, who's willing to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, you're willing to do that? Okay, well, let's add another $50K to your salary.
Yes, because they get paid they're so underpaid.
Because now they're teachers, they're counselors, and they're gonna be protectors. Like, they don't even get paid well enough right now.
Right.
And you want them to handle a gun and be able to shoot somebody? Like, come on. And I know any teacher would if they could. If they had the power to do it, every teacher would do anything for their kids. Yeah. Because they love those kids.
Yeah.
But don't expect them to go get trained to shoot. Like, no, just hire people. We have enough money. Yeah. Like, I get so mad. Because I feel like it's things that you easily can get fixed.
But they make it go, like, you have to go through obstacles to be able to come up with a solution. Like,
I know, but these are their kids. These are the future of America. They can't put some money aside for the future of the United States? Like, fuck, let them go to school feeling safe. Like, you don't want a kid be worried about school and be worried about if they're even going to be alive to hand in their next project.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's not as hard as people think, or as hard as they make it. It's not as hard as they want to make it seem like it is. Like, okay, hire a couple police officers to stay there. Hire retired vets. The kid crashed and shot outside of the school.
Yeah.
Like, if there was somebody posted up, it would have been over before it even started. Like, things like that. You want to, I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
I'm like zoning out, not because like you're talking, but like just thinking about it. Like,
there's so many ways.
Yeah. Like I'm just thinking like this could have been done. This could have been done.
Yeah, like put a bouncer. Go get a bouncer from the nightclubs. No, for real. If they're like, oh, I'm pretty sure any bouncer would be willing to do that. They go to the nightclubs at night, and during the day, they're there.
They brolic. I feel like, most of the bouncers that I've, like, met, they're, like
put a bouncer there. Brolic. Like, I'm just so mad. And we don't even have kids.
I know.
Bro, I'm scared. I'm scared of growing up. No. I don't know. Let's change the topic up.
Yeah, let's change it on a more happier note.
But yeah, we just send prayers and to the families.
Yeah.
But you renewed your DACA.
Oh my god, yes, I did.
And how'd you do it?
Okay, so I created my account, which, by the way, if you did listen to our podcast episode where we were talking about like the Facebook groups, highly, highly recommend, right? I saved one of the videos that this girl posted on Facebook, literally guiding you step by step on how to fill out the application. So I had like 3 windows open. I had my old application open, the application form itself, and then like the video. So I was playing the video in the background, filling it in as she was reading the question. And then obviously I changed whatever was in my information I put in there. And I did it in like 20, 30 minutes. I did it like before I went to bed. And I remember the next day you were just like, oh, when do you have to pay the money? And I was like, I already paid.
Yeah, because I thought you started it and not finished it.
Yeah, no, it was super, super quick. Honestly, they should have done this from a long time ago. But I'm kind of glad that, now it could be a thing. Because before I used to go to like a nonprofit organization and they would help out with filling it out, send it over, boom, I would get my stuff. But then when we moved here, it's 2 different states, so they could no longer help because I didn't reside in that state anymore. So I kind of was like, fuck, I can't go to them. And
yeah, like I mean, if if you're if that's available for you,
yeah, by means go for it. Like,
go for
especially because they were free.
But also consider that it's free, but they have a certain limit.
Yeah.
Because they get grants.
Yeah.
So if you're making enough money, don't use them.
Yeah, there was like on the Facebook groups there was somebody saying, "Oh, there's scholarships." Is that the word?
Yeah.
Or grants for like if you can't pay for the $4.95, like apply for this. And we were actually talking about it. I'm like, should I apply for it? But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like somebody else besides me would actually really need it.
Yeah, there's people that need it more.
Like, we're fortunate enough to have like both of our jobs that provide us with everything that we have. So I'm like, just that little guilt to me was like, no, I'm not going to apply for it because somebody out there really, really needs it.
Yeah. And like, I feel like that wouldn't be a problem for, I want to say like our community.
Yeah.
Because as immigrants, you don't like handouts. So when you actually think about like, oh, you might be taking somebody else's that is struggling, single parents or they're actually taking care of their parents because their parents can't work.
Yeah.
Those people might not have that money. So don't take it. Don't be. There's a possibility that you could be taking it from them. So if you have it and you're good and you can afford it.
Yeah, and if you're saving up, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, try to pay out of your pocket, but obviously shit happens. So if you really need to, go for it and apply. And also another thing about like the Facebook groups, they're so like kind-hearted because I remember, I think it was you that sent me it, where it was like somebody was like, I'm like a couple bucks short. And people were just like, what's your Cash App? What's your Venmo?
Yeah, like people were willing to help.
Yeah, and then they were like, and then the person was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'll pay you back. And they were like, nah, don't worry about it. Like, us Dacas are helping out each other. And I was just like.
And that's what it is, yo. That's why like my goal is like to one day be able to just gather up as many Daca people at a place and just have like games or something. Like like the Daca Olympics. Because there's Mexican, there's every immigrant, like everything.
Yeah, it's
not just Mexicans or Latinos. There's people from Africa or people from, I'm pretty sure Europe, wherever. So we could have something. How cool would that be?
Being pretty cool.
That's my two.
You're asking the wrong person.
That's one of my goals though, just to gather and then also just help build connections.
Yeah.
Have that. Not even games, but just have like a something cool,
like a cookout,
like a cookout. Yeah. Something would just bring a bunch of Daca people and just fucking put them in somewhere in the middle of the forest.
What the fuck?
Another okay, not in the middle of the forest, but a field or something. Another thing was we were talking about earlier. It has nothing to do with Daca, but just hold like a weenie festival, which everybody brings their weenie dogs, and we do whatever we do.
We have a weenie dog, if you didn't know.
But back to the Daca thing, this is mostly so you don't pay a lawyer fee. Yeah.
And obviously this is something if you're like renewing. If this is your first time, obviously, no, it even states it on the website. Like if this is your first time, you can't do it online. You have to like speak with an attorney. But if you're renewing, then it's fine. You can go ahead.
Because you're pretty much just taking your old application. Also save your old application. Mm-hmm. You're taking and you're just putting the same thing in. Yeah. The only thing that changed is probably your address and your age or whatever. Right. I don't even know they asked for your age. Or for you, change that you got.
Well, they put your date of birth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So for you, your thing that changed was your address and.
My address and.
That you're married now.
I put soltera.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I never took your last name.
But yeah, this is.
Just kidding. Married.
This is for so you don't have to pay the. So you have to pay attorney fees.
Or 20 fees.
Attorney fees, lawyer fees. Obviously, you still have to pay for the application itself.
Yeah, which is $4.95.
But yeah, we're gonna let you know how it goes. When did you do that? Like 2 weeks ago?
I feel like it's been more. They do send you like updated emails. You can always check to see an update, but I got them to be sent over to my emails. And so far, I did receive a letter as well saying, like, we received your application, blah, blah, blah.
And the payment.
And, we'll look into it. and that's it. Which, you know, actually, now with this whole online option, I was in the Facebook group again, which, you know, I like to be a little chismosa and look in there. People were saying that it's actually faster to submit the application through mail.
Yeah, because everybody's
doing it online now. So I'm like, shit.
But I also feel like it depends where it goes.
Yeah.
Like I said, but always do it with time. That's one thing. Always do it with time. She waited a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like hoping. But my job was like, well, you know, it's no problem. Like, if it expires, then like you get it within like the next 2-3 months. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think all you need is like that next paper where it's like,
yeah,
it approved or whatever.
So I'm like, okay, cool. But I still joke around. I'm like, I'm just putting my 2-month notice.
But yeah, important things is you still gotta pay the application fee. Mm-hmm. Do it with like three months at least, right?
I think it said minimum 190 days.
Damn,
no, 90 days. Sorry, I don't know where I got 100.
Yeah, so that's like 3 months.
Yeah.
And have your old copy.
Mm-hmm.
And follow a Facebook group.
Yep.
Our next thing is we're gonna do advanced parole through it, which means
I'm fucking scared. I'm not even gonna lie.
Why?
I already told you why.
You're scared for...
I'm just scared to go back.
Okay, well, we don't even know we're going to get it.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's scary.
But we're going to keep you guys updated with it when we do apply for our advanced parole.
Our advanced parole.
That should be exciting. Again, and we're going to do it through ourselves.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it through help with the Facebook groups.
Mm-hmm. So many people have come out with like success.
I know, it's so cool to watch that. Like,
yeah, which is really nice. And I've actually seen like 2 or 3 where they like got declined, but only because they like messed up something on the application.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
And then they tell them like, oh, do this, change that.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Cool. First is your DACA thing. I'm gonna renew that too.
Yeah, yours ended December, so you're gonna do it
September,
October.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be the holly jolly Christmas days.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Which, by the way, we have like so much going on this year, which we don't even know if we're gonna do.
I know.
Because, like, it's crazy how expensive everything is right now.
Yeah.
So expensive just to live, just to like shop for food, which we've actually started shopping again at Aldi, which we shopped at Aldi when we first moved here.
Yeah.
Right? We would go to Aldi like every single day. I'm like, oh, I forgot onions. Oh, I forgot lemon.
But I feel like we were going to Aldi. Oh, then we stopped going to Aldi because our stuff started going like bad kind of quick.
Yeah, but we were like also shopping like...
We were buying a lot.
We were buying a lot, but we were also shopping like towards the end. Like middle of the day, evening.
Yeah, which shouldn't matter though.
Well, they don't like rotate as often.
Okay.
And
then we started going to ShopRite. But you know what the thing is? Like ShopRite is just so tempting. Like, because they have... I feel like that's a good thing about Aldi. Whatever Aldi has, that's it. Right? Yeah.
ShopRite, they just have so much more. And like you tend to grab more things.
Yeah.
Because they have such a more... bigger variety, you know?
And I eat their fruit from there, and I don't like their fruit.
From where?
ShopRite.
Oh, we like to get our fruit from Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
We're a little picky like that. But
what's better? I feel for me it's better, especially their mangoes.
Yeah, and then we started shopping at Trader Joe's like for a while too. Which, I mean, even Trader Joe's is not even that bad.
But I feel like we go to Trader Joe's for specific items.
We go for specific items, and sometimes if we want to splurge a little bit on like the frozen section because they be having like some weird shit we want to try. So that's mainly the only reason we ever go to Trader Joe's. But
and then our bulk we get from Sam's or Costco.
Sam's or Costco. So we're a little bit diverse with our food shopping.
Yeah, we don't stick to one store.
I think also just because we genuinely enjoy shopping,
just
like,
being out.
Yeah, being out, and they're like, oh look what they have at Sam's. Well, look at what they have at Costco.
I love going to Sam's and just scanning and going.
Oh, yeah, that feature that they have.
Yeah, because for Sam's, you just scan and then you just go. Obviously, you show them your receipt.
Yeah.
But those lines are huge, and you just feel cool. Like, yeah.
We've never had to wait in a line in Sam's ever. Only Costco, and they do have that feature, but you need to have like their credit card.
Yeah, Costco can only do it with their credit card.
So I'm like,
but even though Costco, they're not their fast lane, but they're scan yourself.
Yeah, your self checkout.
Self checkout is way faster than anything else.
But because they also like have people there, like they don't have just one person like overseeing 6 of those things. They have 2.
They have 2, yeah.
Which is really good because obviously
and they're very like attentive.
Yeah.
Attentive.
Because
if you have water, like they scan it for you.
Yeah. So that's nice.
But Sam's, I like Sam's because of the scan and go feature, and they have a little bit more variety.
Yeah,
a little bit more.
That's why I want to go to Texas. They have more variety down there.
Anyways, yeah, that was our shopping.
Yeah, and it's just luckily for me, I'm able to work from home a little bit more. I'm actually gonna be working from home more often than I used to because of gas. Ridiculous. Sorry, babe, but I mean, at least the car that you're driving now, it's not too bad on gas.
I mean, it's the same thing.
I know, but I remember I used to be able to fill it up with like 20, 21 bucks. Now it's like, what, 40, 50? What's the most you've ever had to pay?
Like 45, 48.
Yeah.
Also, you pay more because you're putting premium.
Yeah.
I'm just putting whatever.
Regular schmegler.
Schmegler. Because I don't really care about that car.
Hey, that's my car.
But, your car is nicer.
But yeah, I mean, times are tough right now. We really are hoping that the economy will be a little bit better by the time our lease is up. Which do you think?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know because there's so many
so expensive. Did you hear that lady at Aldi when we were shopping there today? She was, it was ShopRite. She was just like, everything's so fucking expensive. And when I think she grabbed like a loaf of bread. And she saw the price tag, and she was just like, I can't even fucking live. And I was just like, let me walk faster. Yeah, let me walk faster. That's when I was trying to find you, and I got pissed because I couldn't find Carlos. He, like, is a little kid at the supermarket. He just goes to every aisle. And then you saw me. You saw me. Yo, right now, this camera is catching your stupidity.
No, I didn't see you.
Yeah, see?
I only saw you when I was calling you, and I turned around.
Yeah.
That was the first time I saw you.
Sure.
I swear.
And then he has such a habit of not even picking up his phone. Like, what the fuck do you have a phone for? I'm about to give you a flip phone.
Because, calm down. I'm about to take you to court.
No, but seriously, like, that's the things that piss me off. It's just, like, answer your phone.
You called me, and then you literally called me within the minute I called you back.
And then I get mad when he is on his phone. Like, he has such a bad habit of checking his phone, going on social media for anything. We just got out of the car, he checks his phone. We just got on the elevator, he checks his phone. He's on the toilet I get. But
we gotta wrap this up soon because the USA plays in 10 minutes. I'm just kidding.
Yo,
what?
Yo, mama.
Anyways,
But yeah, I don't know why this started to be a rant of Carlos.
Yeah, you just hate me. Oh, I got a thing to say in the morning. We're gonna close this out, right?
Okay.
I was going to Miami and I couldn't go to Miami because they canceled the flights, right?
Oh yeah.
But I was going to the airport and I'm like, yo, I don't know how to dress. Okay, I know how to dress myself. I just know how to match.
No, he didn't know how to dress himself before me because his homie was wearing like plaid red shorts with a green shirt. Like, okay, Christmas.
But what I'm saying is I know how to dress myself. I just don't know how to match. I can put my pants on by myself. Okay?
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that.
I don't want people to think like, wow, he can't dress himself.
I don't know about that. I've had to change your pants a couple times.
You did it once when I was like tired. I think I was like, where was it? Anyways.
I don't know.
And you just took them off. And that's not the first time you take them off. Okay, so I was like, oh, help me pick out a shirt that goes with these shorts. I don't know if you can see. I was wearing these shorts. I don't know if can they see it?
I think so, a little bit.
It's got it's like Adidas shorts with little flowers. And I have a camo shirt. And I was like, oh, does this go with it? Oh, yeah, that looks really good, right? Fast forward, it's been like a month almost. to today where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear those same shorts. I'm gonna wear the same outfit because she said I look good. I put them on, and the first thing she says is like, "What the fuck are you wearing?"
No, I didn't say that. I said change your shirt.
You said you don't match. Change your shirt, or that shirt does not go with that. And I'm like, bro, this is the one you sent me to Florida with. And then she said she wanted me to look like a fool, and that's why she told me to wear that.
I said because you were going to Florida without me.
But I'm like, bro, how am I supposed to trust you now?
You can trust me if you're gonna be going out with me.
And then I picked this shirt up. So a Dunder Mifflin shirt.
I'm like, yeah, that one works.
Oh, we did get in Chicago, right? That's why it says Chicago.
Duh.
I forgot. So this one matches more, according to you. I don't even know. You might just want people to laugh at me from the...
it goes with the little flowers.
But yeah, I don't know how to match things.
No, he doesn't.
But I just want to put out there that you're an asshole for that. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to look good. And then you come with that. It's fucked up. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got a little controversial. Dun, dun, dun. But, I don't know.
Yeah. Now we're going to enjoy the rest of the Strangers Things
4.
Season 4. I don't know why I'm at 2. Let us know what you think about it so far. We're about to finish it. And we're going to order some pizza.
And did you guys know that Stranger Things is based on a true story?
We'll leave it off there.
Bro.
Goodbye.
And it's so scary. But don't forget to share this, comment, and like. On what platforms are we on?
Oh, so nice of you to ask, Carlos.
We're
on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
and Anchor. Don't forget to
YouTube.
Oh yeah, we're putting these up on YouTube now at Undressing the Beef podcast. Or just Undressing the Beef. Anyways, he's gonna link it down below. Sorry guys,
he's not that great.
You're a jerk. Also follow us on our personal Instagrams.
Mine is Vanessa Mayonesa.
Mine is it's Carlos with the 0. And follow our pup,
Miss Minnie Frida, which she's sleeping.
Hopefully you guys enjoy your days. And goodbye.
Bye.